job.
Today we're going to be doing a headlight bulb change on a 2010 Escalade. I'm doing some other maintenance stuff to it, but primarily it's here for the headlight bulb, but the dealership wanted to charge like 200 bucks for it. I got it online for like 30 bucks. Let me show you that it's out. Akko, put your pants on. The left low beam, actually, yeah, you can see that that's out. Let me see if it's the high beam too. I think it is. It's not doing stuff. Okay, either way, that's what we're going to be fixing. No beam problem. Let's get to it. Basically, to get this headlight out, what you had to do, there's two bolts that are very simple and obvious. One goes right there, right on the fender, and the other one goes up to the radiator support. There's a hidden bolt. If you look way down in there, way down in here, the way you get to that bolt is by going through the fender well right in front of the tires. It is a 10 mil bolt. There's two push pins and two 7mm bolts. Then you could just sneak it through, and you could you can see the location of the bolt. It goes way up here. After you do that, after you get all the three bolts out, there's a plate. So basically that goes on the left over here. This sits right here.
There's 10 bolts just for that.
Yeah, there's even that is a bunch of bolts. It sits right there. You got a couple bolts here. Okay, you got a couple 10 mils right here. They're pretty easy to get to. You still have to get that so you can get to the back of the shroud over here. Okay. This part is the sketchiest. How we ended up doing it was there is this panel. It goes on top of the grill. It bolts the grill to the radiator support. Basically, it's just a lot of push pins that hold it in. We use our trusty Jesus tool here. Push pin tool to just get underneath it and just pop them all individually out. After you get those out, you can pull this back just barely enough, have somebody help you and pull this back, or we actually ended up shoving the light in there like so to keep constant pressure on it, and you're able to wiggle the light out. So the first thing you need to do is there's this tab right here. You want to go ahead and push it down just like so. Basically it locks in right here where this little rectangle is. So you pop this water seal off, and then there's this connector. What we did to get it out is literally just push it up down, and then the light bulb, you just turn counterclockwise and it unlocks. The next thing you're going to need to do is there's this locking mechanism right here. This is what actually, this little black plastic piece, it's what mounts the actual headlight bulb to the headlight itself. What you do, there's this clip right here, push it down, pull it towards you, and it unlatches. So then before you take it off completely, you want to get your new light bulb. So you want to just put them side by side, that way you don't get it confused. I don't know if it even matters, the orientation, but we'll play it safe, put it back the same way. Clip, do that. I was waiting for the satisfying click, which did not happen. There it goes. That was nice, that was nice, that was nice. It's kind of tricky to seat it back into place. Driver's side definitely is a lot more difficult. You have way less space. So you want to drag your connector out so it doesn't get lost somewhere in there. So you want to kind of put it back to how it was after you unlocked it. Turn it till it feels like it is in the locking tabs. There we go. It's locked into place. You can try shaking it around a little bit to make sure it doesn't fall out. You pull your connector back out, which I just mentioned. You don't want to let it fall out into the abyss. I have lost it. So now that you fingered it out, you just, so there's a connector. I still can't get it. Oh, it's close. No, fell out. We definitely did not just do this on the other side, and it went a lot smoother. Light boy, where's the light?
Oh, sorry, my friend.
I am the light boy. I like this bitch up.
Okay, and then you just clip it in, just like so. This is what the struggle is for. Okay, as they heat up, they will get a little bit brighter. There we go. Now we're gonna probably do a time lapse of the reassembly because it is a pain in the ass. When going back in, there's this tab right here that actually that 10 mil bolt that's kind of a pain to get to is you have to make sure that that tab goes in behind right here where my finger is, where my pointer finger's at. It has to slide in there, right under there. I don't know how well you could tell that. Another thing that's going to get in the way is these clips up here. they will want to catch on top of the bumper. So you want to just take your time and slowly walk them under there so you don't scratch the top of your bumper. But that's going to be the worst part of this job, I think. And that's where you need someone kind of prying back on the grill to help you out. It is very important to remember to put your water seal cap back on before you put the headlight in as such, because then you have to pull the headlight back out and it's not fun. Right, Akko? Are you done jacking off, bro? Come on. In conclusion, it definitely saves you money if you decide to do it yourself. The Amazon ones / eBay ones, the light bulbs seem to be pretty similar. Save yourself some money, try to do it yourself. It's quite difficult and challenging, but I would still say you just give it a shot on your own.
Be prepared to be in tight situations with your hands, and if you're uncomfortable with that kind of stuff, get someone else to do it for you, because when you're removing the fender wells, you're in a really tight spot and you're kind of like blind going in there trying to remove a bolt. Also, putting these lights back in, be careful with the bumper and the fenders and everything else around.
You don't want to scratch your paint. Take your time with it. So like, share, subscribe.
We hope to see you guys next time.
Skedaddle.